Hi everyone, welcome back. So today I'm going to be sharing with you some important collocations for us to learn, for us to know in this, beautiful lesson. And I'm going to be, using collocation in story that I just made up in my laptop over here. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get started. Right. So the story begins when last week, when I was just walking down the street, and then I saw my friend. His name is Josh, actually, and he was actually walking as well in front of me, and he was actually with another girl. He was walking with another girl, which is very weird because I know him that he's been married for ages and he has a wife and he's been happily married with his wife and his family, and he also has three amazing kids. And it was such a nasty shock for me, to be honest. I just I just couldn't imagine, like if his wife knew about this kind of situation. I believe that his wife would hit him right in a fit of jealousy, and because it's just unbelievable to see like another married man walking with another girl which is not the wife, and that is something, not really us. When I was walking down the street, and I believe that he obviously saw me, and because I saw him, and he looked so happy, he looked so innocent, with that girl, and he didn't even say anything at all when we just like passed by. I was just so speechless because his face didn't show any guilt whatsoever. I'm really sorry for his kids and his wife Jane, and I believe that Jane must be really worried sick to think about the children's future development and future education later in the future. But yesterday, all of a sudden, out of the blue, he called me. He called me to tell that he would marry this girl. This plan was totally silly, and this plan was actually one of the hair-brain schemes I've ever heard in my entire life that he had. Basically, he wanted to take her to Hawaii and to marry her, and I told him that it's just not possible. You have your own wife, you have amazing three kids. I mean, like, what are you asking for? You have already a complete life with your own family. So just call it off, just call it off. You shouldn't carry on this plan. And he's been my best friend for ages, and since we were kids. And my remarks to tell him to cancel the plan, I believe it has shattered his confidence to carry on his plan. So, or maybe he would probably, take exception to what I said, even though it was just a little bit. But yeah, I mean, after all, it was just something that I could do, and at least like he still, thinks about his family, and he's still considering whether he still wants to carry on his plan or not. But anyway, there is still no guarantee that he wants to cancel the plan of marrying that girl. And that makes me, and it still fills me with dread because I'm really worried. And if it really happens, I believe something worse could actually happen too, especially to Jane, and she would probably give vent to, her frustration by, leaving her house and coming to the girl's home and then like slapping the girl in the face. It could be possible. So up until now, I'm still trying to, persuade Josh to just like cancel his plan to marry that girl in Hawaii and just to return to his family and to reunite again with with his wife, with his whole family. And I hope I wouldn't, have to admit defeat when I persuade him, because it could be tricky though, to persuade a man who has been in a relationship with another girl for maybe, I don't know, for months or for years without his wife's consent. And it's really risky. Well, a wise man used to say, if you bottle up your feelings, you will only increase your stress levels. That was the story that I just made up, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you get inspired. Ciao.